Good morning. What a beautiful morning to do some mindful yoga on this lovely Monday, or if you're watching the recording any other day or any other time. Thanks for joining me. Let's start real slow today because I don't know about anyone else, but maybe it's been a long weekend or a tough week. So welcome to the mat. This is your place to de-stress and become much more in tune with your body and your mind and to settle in. So join me on the mat. Feel free to put any music on in the background. And we'll start with a little bit of a meditation as we do, just to arrive in the space and to arrive in your body and to start to tune into the breath. So join me over there. You might be just on the floor, or you might have a yoga mat, or you might just hang out on the carpet. So let's just start. I'm going to start in like thunderbolt on my knees, but you can start any way you like. You can sit on a chair even, or on the side of the bed, or just sit cross-legged or with your feet in front. So you can pick however you want to start today. And it's always nice to start the week with a little reflection on how your weekend and the week has gone for you. So let's just start with a few nourishing breaths all the way in, with a pause, and all the way out. So starting to arrive in your body, in your space, in your practice, and just allow everything to settle down for a minute. Maybe the to-do lists can wait, and the chitter-chatter in the mind can just start to settle a little. Just breathing in and breathing out. That's all you have to do for the next few minutes. Breathing in and breathing out. Try and do that again and just tune in to maybe the sound of the breath in your body, or maybe the movement of the air, so where you notice the body breathing. Or maybe you just notice some tension or tightness. Maybe there's something hanging around for you. And we're just going to observe here. Don't try and fix or change anything necessarily. Just taking stock, a little inventory of how you feel today. And then with the breath, on the next inhale, bring the hands together. Now, Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Set your intention for your practice, or maybe even for the whole week. Just something you want to put out to the universe that you want just for you. Beautiful. We'll do a couple of little breaths with the hands. So let's just go all the way up in front today. So inhaling to lift. Notice what it feels like in the body to start to move with the breath. Exhaling down. Inhale up. And exhale down. One more. Pausing at the bottom. Inhaling to lift. Pause at the top. Exhale down. Beautiful. And we'll start with some neck and shoulder stretches here. So reaching the hands all the way out. Give the body a little stretch, maybe an arch at the back for a minute here. And then bring forefinger and thumb together, and we'll roll the arms and the shoulders all the way over and then go all the way the other way. So you're really sort of starting to slide the nerves and warm up the shoulders. And of course, keep breathing. One more. Lovely. Then release and maybe just push the palms all the way out. You might feel that little tugging sensation inside of the nerves. So reach, reach, reach. And then the other way, palm up. And then just go hands the other way. So a couple of these just to start warming up our arms and shoulder blades. Beautiful. Release. Do a couple of neck movements here, all the way to the left. And keep moving with your breath, so that union of breath and body this morning. Lovely. Back to center. Ear towards the shoulder here for a minute. You can stay here if you just want to apply your hand over the ear. You're not pulling or pushing too much. It's just gentle here. It's like a lengthening in the side of the neck. And breathe into anything that feels tight and release on the exhale. A couple more breaths here. Beautiful. Gently release the arms, straighten the neck, and we'll go the other side. Just go ear to shoulder first. Test it out a little. You might be a bit stiff, so you don't have to apply hand over ear if you don't want to. And breathing in, lengthening the side of the neck and the shoulder. A couple more breaths. Just arriving in your body this morning. Beautiful. Release the hands, straighten the neck. Do a couple of circles here, just gentle ones. We're not going to go to your edge or crunch or clank anything in there. Just do some nice gentle rotations. And then change direction. Beautiful. I'm going to sit on down in easy pose. My feet were getting a little bit numb there from sitting on them. You can be sitting on anything you like or in any formation. I'm just going to do a couple of cow face arms to start warming up the shoulders here. Now you can use a block or a pillow to help if your fingertips don't reach each other, or you might even just want to hang out here on the back. We're just going to expand the chest, tuck the chin. Just notice what that feels like, and you can pull on your pillow, block, sash, whatever, if you're creating a little bit more extension there. Lovely big breath here. Change sides and see if the fingertips interlace. Great. If they don't, it's not a competition. A couple of breaths there. Beautiful. And then the opposite of our cow face arms is our eagle arms. So we're going to reach out like we did before, but this time we're going to place one elbow over the other. So you can just do this if you prefer, or you can do your eagle arms and maybe interlace the hands, lifting the elbows up and breathing into your back body here. It should feel beautiful across the scapula and the shoulders, shoulder blades. Have a couple of breaths here in our eagle arms. And then on your next exhale, just reach out and we'll go the other way. So the other elbow will go over the top. So as I said, we can just do this, or you can interlace the elbows and the hands and lift the elbows up. Breathe here. I don't know about anyone else, but that always feels so nice on the back body. A couple more breaths. And release. When you're ready, no rush. You can make this your own practice. You can do what you like, really. I'm just here for inspiration. So do a couple of rotations of the torso, starting to bring mindfulness and awareness into the body, plus blood flow. Movement is life. Keep that breath nice and fluid. Lovely. Change direction. Beautiful. So bringing both legs out in front here. I was going to do something different, but for some reason I just feel like this. Oh my God, my dogs have been on my yoga mat again. There's a dog hair everywhere. So foot in the inner thigh here. I'm just going to allow the hands to walk out. You can hold on to whatever you feel is right for you. I just felt like that's what our hips needed this morning. Exhale tension. We're hanging out here for about 3 or 4 lovely big long breaths. Beautiful. Walk the hands up, change sides. I can hear the birds singing outside. I love that. And walk the hands out. Noticing how everything starts to soften and release a little. We actually don't know how much tension we've got in our body until we do our yoga practice. Sometimes it's like, wow, that was in there. So good. Walking the hands up when you're ready. This time we'll do our bound angle legs, but we might make them a bit wider this morning. So lovely big wide diamond. Diamond? Yes, it's a diamond shape, isn't it? Allow the body to hang out. Just sort of come over the legs and the hips here. So you can do a little sway left to right if you like. Beautiful. Come up. It's just a brief one. Let both legs hang out. Give them a little shake. And we'll do one big stick pose to a forward fold. Dandasana. Come on down. Starting to feel the hamstrings and the calves. One more breath here. So nourish the body. Get that diaphragm moving. You probably feel the tummy expanding into the legs before you come back up. And we're going to come over to our cat-cow because it's not a yoga practice without our cat-cow, is it? So I'm just going to angle forwards a little bit so you can see me. So fingers nice and wide. Some people even bend the fingers a little bit in our cat-cows just to get that suction feeling, like a bit of grip in the fingers. And then our usual inhale to arch. Exhale to round. We'll just do a couple of these to start warming up and rounding the spine. And then on your next inhale, we're going to start moving alternate arms to legs. So just reaching one arm out, option to extend the leg as well. So you want to feel like you're sort of pulling the mat away with the hand and the knee on the ground, and you're getting length in the body here. So it feels like you're stretching and getting a bit more space, but keeping the spine nice and strong, the core activated. And then exhale, bring the elbow to the knee, round the spine, feel all those core muscles activate here. Exhale, stretch, reaching for space. Keep breathing. We'll do this 2 more times. Elbow to knee. And then reach. Breath in the pose. 1 more. And extend. Now see if you can place the hand and the knee down real slow without shifting the weight in the spine or coming off center. It's actually quite hard, isn't it? And then let's reach the other side, arm and leg if you like, or just arm. Elbow to knee, round the spine, use that core. Exhale, extend, feel the space, pull the mat away from you as if the bottom hand and the knee is stretching the mat. Exhale, elbow to knee, and reach. One last one, and elbow to knee. Beautiful. And then slowly, once you've reached for length, see if you can place the hand and the knee down without moving the spine. Beautiful. So let's do a couple of little cat-cows once more, just noticing what happens in the body. Beautiful. Back to our neutral tabletop position. This time just place one leg behind you, and then we're going to lift that leg up, cross it over the back foot, and then we're looking at our foot. So you'll feel this stretch along the side body and the hip probably. It's beautiful first thing in the morning, I find. I'm just going to hang out here. Just keep breathing and releasing any stress, any tension. One more breath here. And then see if you can lift that foot up and bring it all the way around to the other side for a bit of a gait variation. So the toes are facing forwards, and you're just going to lean the hips back towards the heel here. So you'll feel a nice little inner thigh stretch. Breathe. A little cake pose. Inhale, come forwards once more, and we'll do that again just for good fun. Bring that leg all the way around to the other side, crossing over and looking at the foot if your neck will allow it. Expanding the hip, getting space in there in the body. One last breath here. Before inhaling to lift, bring the foot round for our gate and sit the hips back towards the heel. You might even feel that in the ITB bend at the top of the leg as well. Lovely. So inhale, come up, and we're just going to do the other side. So bring the knee back to our neutral position. I'll just move around so you can see me a little bit easier. There we go. So the opposite leg now just goes behind, touches the mat, lift it up and place it all the way around, looking at the foot, if that feels okay. Breathing, releasing, a bit like a moving meditation yoga sometimes if you can really get into the feel of it. Beautiful. So on your next inhale, we're just going to lift that foot all the way around to the other side for the gate. So toes are sort of facing parallel to your hips, I'd say. And then exhale, sink the hips back towards the heel on the ground. Beautiful big breaths. Beautiful. One more nourishing breath here. Come back up to your neutral as we bring that foot all the way around behind the hip. And we're going to hang out here, looking at the foot, getting space in the side of the hip there. And then lifting that leg, last gate pose. Sink the hips back. So hanging out in our poses for at least sort of 3 or 4 breaths to get the benefit of it. If we move too quickly, it doesn't really allow everything to soften and get space. Beautiful. I'll meet you back in our tabletop and we'll do a downward facing dog, because how good are they? As you know, fingers wide, round the shoulder blades first if you can, tuck the toes and lift the hips. You want the shoulders to start coming towards the thighs here, and the neck to hang nice and long and loose. Release the jaw, embodying sort of calm while straining. It's like calm but using effort. Beautiful. Look towards the hands. Do some baby steps. So we're walking all the way up now, so we can hang out in our forward fold for a minute. Release the tension. Let the knees just bend a little bit so that the tummy can reach the thighs. Take a big breath here and then roll the spine all the way up, and we'll do that. There we go. Rolling, rolling. And that should feel amazing as you come to stand for a moment. And we'll just do a couple of breaths here as we've arrived in our standing position. Inhale to lift, reach for the skies. Exhale, arms down. 2 more. And arms down. Just 1 more. Beautiful. Bring your hands back to prayer for a moment. Don't forget that intention you set at the start. We're going to go into a few chair poses. Similar thing, the arms are nice and warm, the body's getting warmed up. So just lift the hands straight in front of you this time. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come all the way down. Release. On your next inhale, do a little half lift, flat back. Fingers touch the calves there. And exhale, forward fold once more. And then you're going to sit back in your chair. You can have hands on hips or hands in front, your choice. See if you can see your toes, sort of tailbones turn down a little. And then exhale, come all the way up, hands to heart center. And do that 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come all the way down. Inhale, half lift, flat back, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Sit into your chair, whichever arm position you prefer. Check those toes, check the tailbone. If you want to do a little side twist, you can place the hand on the knee and open up the chest on one side. And then the other side. And back to center. Go a little deeper and then come all the way up. Third and final chair. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Come into your chair. Little trick here if you want to take it. It's only an option. You can lift both heels. Makes you feel all wobbly. Beautiful. Hands to heart center. Come all the way up. Take a breath. Slow the heart rate here. Beautiful. It's really a lot of effort, but also a lot of calming. So from here, I'm going to face this direction so you can, actually let's face this way. So inhaling, we're going to lift the arms once more, but we're going to step back. So as we inhale the arms, lift your right leg if you can. Hold here for a minute, a little bit of balance. And then exhale, see if you can put that leg all the way back for a high lunge here. So the hips are facing forward. That heel might be off the ground if you like, or it can have a really big angle on the foot, whatever's your option. Should be able to see your toes. Weight is in this front thigh. Inhale to lift. Beautiful. Exhale, just bring the hands halfway. Inhale to open up the chest and the arms. Look up a little. And then exhale, round the spine, look down. Inhale to lift the arms once more. Exhale, arms halfway. Inhale to open up. Exhale to round the spine, look down. Inhale to lift. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. Beautiful. Release the arms for a second here. Catch your breath. I'm going to try and just lunge up into a warrior 3 if you can. So you might have to do a little sway of the legs. And just see if you can lift that back leg. Hands can just be on your hips here for a start. Hips are still facing square. Maybe a little deeper if you're not feeling too vulnerable. If you feel good there, arms can go in front. Create a little mudra with the hands together. And then release that leg. And we'll go the other side. Inhale. See if you can lift the other leg now. So left leg. Balance for a minute. Exhale. Foot comes all the way back into our high lunge. So the foot might be off the ground at the back. Or down in sort of quite a big angle. Hips forward, weight in the thighs, see the toes. Inhale. Exhale, just go halfway with the hands here. And I'm going to open up the arms and the chest, look up. Inhale, forwards, look down, round the spine. Inhale, bring the hands up. 2 more times. Exhale, halfway. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. And inhale to lift. Beautiful. Release the hands. See if you can get the front, the back leg to come all the way up for our high lunge or warrior 3. So do a little sway. Lift the back leg if you can. Just start with hands on hips here. You don't have to have your leg too high. You can just have it wherever feels comfortable. All that beautiful work in the standing leg. And then if you're feeling good, you might even put the hands out in front, interlacing the hands. And then bring both feet back together. Good job. So come on down for a squat. Your squat of your choice. You can even do a squat with the feet sort of about hip width apart. And you can use the floor, a chair, or a wall as support. And come all the way down this way. This really sort of gets the back of the heels. That's one option. Straighten back up into a forward fold. Or you can do your Malasana squat. So feet are about 45-degree angle, about the width of the mat. Take a breath. And we're going to use the elbows here as a little bit of a bandha or a lock. And sit the hips down into your squat, Malasana squat. So you'll notice the hands create this little bit of pressure that keeps your hips stabilized. It can actually feel quite comfy once you get into it. And breathe. Beautiful pose to hang out in, especially for women. Good for our hips. And you can even experiment with using the floor as a little bit of support, maybe rocking back and forth. Maybe just do a little side to side here. Take a couple more breaths. Beautiful. So use the ground here. We're just going to slowly bring the feet back together. Go into a downward facing dog. I'm going to move around so you can see me from the side. Lift both feet back. Lift the hips. Shoulders are coming towards the thighs. Take a couple of breaths here. And if you feel up to it today, we're going to do a 3-legged dog either side. You can take breaks at any point, so the knees can come to the mat at any time. And then you can lift back up. So for our 3-legged dog, lifting one leg, that's option 1. You can bend the knee and open the hips and look under the shoulder, under the armpit if you like. Hanging out here. And release back to center. Just realign the spine in your down dog once more. And then inhale, go the other way. Option to bend the leg and look under the armpit almost. Beautiful. Release. Bring the knees down. Back to tabletop. And we're going to swing the legs all the way around for a little bit of core work before we do our twist and finish up. So roll down if you can. You could even do a boat pose if you like, just to come down to the ground, with your core activated. Use the thighs if you need to, or just rolling down. Take up space when you arrive. Take a big breath. Give your body thanks. Lots of gratitude for yourself today. And then we're going to do dead bug, one of my favorite core exercises because it's pretty hard. Legs 45 degrees, arms straight up ahead. Make sure the spine is curved and imprinted into the mat. This is option 1, just staying right here is really good for you. Or you can alternate arm and toes almost to the ground, or maybe they touch lightly, and then come back up on the inhale, exhale, inhale. So just keep moving with your breath. The slower, the better. You get extra points for the slower you go. Just keep checking that that spine is imprinted. You can get pretty strong on the abdominals here, so take your time. Couple more until you feel you just can't handle it anymore. Beautiful. Release the feet to the ground. The tummy muscles will be thanking you later. From here, let's do a bridge pose to open up the front body that just got all that work. Palms down beside the hips. Inhale to lift. Exhale down. Just a couple with your breath in, maybe 4 or 5. Inhale to lift. Exhale down. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. On our next bridge, we're going to stay up and we'll do some arm movements with our breath. So inhaling to lift the hips. Take a breath here, and then you might want to combine the arms going overhead on the inhale and then down on the exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Go at your pace. What feels right for you. And exhale. So from here, a supported bridge would be great. So if you have a cushion, a block, a bolster, you can even roll up a towel or just a pillow under the pelvis or the sacrum there. So we're just going to do the same thing. Lift the hips, place something under there. You could even use books really, or anything that feels comfy enough to allow the hips to relax fully. Let the backs of the palms just release onto the ground here, and we're going to hang out for a few breaths. Beautiful. And from here, option to bring one knee to the chest and let the other leg extend out nice and long, and feel the energy flow and the breath flow into our hip flexor there. Another conscious long breath into the hip. How good's that? Changing sides whenever you're ready, there's no rush. Knee to chest, other leg can go straight, or you can just keep it bent if it's a bit too much. Beautiful. Finish off your round of breathing into the hip there. Release the feet. Release your prop, whatever that is under the hips. Come on down to the ground. Just realign the spine here. Let's do some windshield wipers left to right. And then we're going to do a recline pigeon with a twist. So starting off with recline pigeon, ankle to knee. That's option one. Let that knee hang out to the side. Reach through to the thigh or even over the kneecap if you like. And pull the hips towards you. Your elbow will sort of create a little lock there. Flex the toes for a deeper sensation. We're going to hang out in our pigeon because it's just so good for us. Beautiful. Take another breath here. You can actually stay longer if you like. You've got the power. I'm just going to release it a little bit here. Bring that foot to the ground. Just keep that ankle there. We're just going to further cross the legs as if you're sitting in a chair. And then reach to that knee with the opposite arm and pull the whole body across for a twist. Now, same deal, that cushion or the prop you used before can prop up the knee for the spinal twist, or you might be able to go all the way to the ground, that's fine too. And the other arm will extend out, and if your neck allows it, looking out at the other side. Added extra here, if you want to take it, you can straighten that top leg and you can reach to the foot at the bottom and pull the foot towards you for a quad stretch as well. So it's a twist with a quad stretch. Only an option, or otherwise just stay in the twist, because honestly you can stay in twist for ages. They're just so good. It feels like you're a sponge and it's just wringing out all of the tension of the week, the weekend. A couple more breaths in the twist and the quad stretch if you like. And then release, and we'll go back the other way. So recline pigeon first, other ankle to knee, staying there with the knee sort of out to the side, or reaching through to the thigh or even over the top of the knee. Flex the toes if you like. Find that sweet spot that just feels amazing. Keep breathing, keep releasing. Everything lets go. The deeper you breathe. Beautiful. Release the foot when you're ready. Crossing the legs now as if the legs are just crossed like you're sitting casually in a lounge chair. And then reaching over with the opposite arm for the twist. Allow the knee to come all the way across. You can prop it up if you need, depending on how your spine feels in this hour. It's different hour to hour. Looking out at the arm on the other side, if the neck allows it. And just let gravity help you. There's little muscles that let go. The longer you're in the twist, you realize I was holding on. There was a little bit of muscle tension there that I didn't realize. It releases when you consciously let it go. And again, option here to straighten that top leg. I'll have to move a little. Straighten the top leg if you like, and you can reach through to the bottom foot for a quad stretch, pulling the foot towards the buttocks as an option. Beautiful. A couple more breaths here in your twist or quad stretch. You can unravel when you're ready and stay right there in your getting ready for Shavasana. So we're staying on the back. So lying out, you might even just tuck the shoulders under a little in your Shavasana. Some people like to just place a blanket or blocks or something just under the tops of the thighs or even under your knees, because that feels so nice to support the back when you're lying flat on the ground. I'm going to guide you through it in seated. You can take any position you like. The best type of meditation is the one during Savasana at the end, because for some reason the body just responds so well to having released all that tension. And so just allow your mind to notice all the points of contact with the earth, telling each muscle fiber, every part of the body to become heavy, to sink a little deeper, melting into the ground. Just noticing how spacious the body might feel compared to the start of your practice. Making a mental note of the intention you set at the beginning. So breathe the intention in, it's true already. In yoga we have a saying that there is a light that lives within all of us. And I honor that light. Just allow your true nature to shine. We are meant to be high vibration. We're meant to be relaxed. We're not meant to hustle. So just honoring your light. As you breathe, feel as if that light is growing and expanding into every cell, to all the far reaches of your body and maybe even further. And then mindfully let your attention drift away, enjoying this beautiful present moment. So just gently taking a few deeper breaths here, maybe holding at the top for a little longer, exhaling fully, completely, pausing at the bottom of the breath, and then inhaling as far as your body will allow it. Hold, release, and hold again. Maybe starting to just wriggle and stretch and come back to your mat, come back to the room. You can just complete your practice wherever you are right now. Just bring your hands together to your heart. Breathe a few breaths into your heart space. And from me to you, the light in me honors the light in you. And we'll just close with a namaste. Namaste. Thank you everyone for joining me wherever you might be, and have a wonderful week ahead.